So the new King of Fighters 15 trailer just dropped, and I am personally very excited about the game. I recently have been binge watching a ton of KOF 14 and almost every character trailer that's come out back to back. So I was pretty amped to see that this trailer came out, and they gave us a lot to work with. I just wanted to give my quick thoughts about the trailer, about what's in there, what I'm excited about, some things that worry me, and you know, all that good stuff. I am going to get the superficial element out of the way first in terms of its visuals, and I have to say, it's looking pretty good. It looks like they advanced their Samurai Showdown style, which was already reminiscent of Street Fighter 4, so a lot of the particle effects, the cell shading, the lighting especially looks fantastic, especially when the game is actually in motion and not being plagued by all the jump cuts of these small trailers. It looks very smooth. There are no like jagged animations from what I've seen. It looks really good. It conveys a lot visually in terms of excitement and mechanically. The HUD looks really simple and clean and very easy to read as well, so I am pretty pleased with what I see visually. I mean, that's the only way I can see, so I don't know why I added visual. You get my point. Also, anyone who says this looks like KOF 14, you're on fucking crack. Up next is the official confirmation of Rollback Netcode, which is actually pretty monumental for SNK, because even though I think SNK makes some of the more fun fighting games in the industry right now, their netcode is notoriously awful. Samurai Showdown is horrendous, and I actually think that game is incredibly fun. So seeing them take the extra step to make sure KOF 15 is a pleasant online experience not only helps with their fan base, but also helps their appeal for more people to pick up and continue to play the game longer. So that's a plus. There are also a lot of interesting modes and features in the game, most notably online training mode, which I think I have only seen in the past like couple of years with MVCI, and this mode just essentially saves you time if you want to lab a character with a friend or something without the restraints of a health bar or a time limit, so you know, much appreciated in that regard. There's a jukebox that has over 300 SNK songs, which is insane, so it's really cool of them to kind of recall and re-implement a lot of the songs that people have come to love over the years. There are also these voice gallery things that I don't know why people even enjoy going through these, but you know, it's there, and I anticipate there's going to be a lot of artwork to unlock as well. So in terms of content, it is rather robust in comparison with a lot of other fighting games that have come out recently. Now I want to talk about the gameplay mechanics, and there is a wealth here to talk about. The first one is Shatter Strike, which is this universal counter that seems to be probably the most offensively tailored defensive mechanic I've ever seen in a fighting game. Like, this is not a parry, this is like a full-on combo starter, so it'll make neutral and interactions just in general a lot more tense and exciting to watch. I'm curious to see if this mechanic, you know, can be used during combos themselves, but you know, we'll see. There are also two new meters in play here, one being for supers and EX moves, and the other one just being max mode by itself. I'm curious to see how max mode itself works in terms of how it's built or recovered over time, or is it just whenever you have bar you can just pop it whenever you want? Like, say if I'm level 5 and I pop it and I don't do anything with it, if I have level 4, do I just go into it immediately again? I'm curious to see how that works. There are also two new max modes, one being this blue max mode where you activate it just by standing in place. This gives you a ton of time and resources to do a lot of EX moves or supers. I'm not entirely sure how you do the level 1s to level 2s to level 3s yet, but I anticipate each super is just going to cost 1 bar if you have blue max mode on, so we'll see about that. And the quick max mode is essentially just max mode that has been in other KOF games where you activate it after a hit and you run forward. With the fact that it pauses when you activate it, it definitely makes hit confirming a crap ton easier. I do wonder how much freedom you have in terms of combo versatility and EX moves when you have this move activated, so you know, it's just another mechanic where I have to see where it goes. And definitely what I think is the biggest change here is the fact that EX moves are back from KOF 13 and prior, but this time they only cost half a bar, so you're going to be seeing a lot of anchor characters go absolutely crazy with their meter. Good luck dealing with Athena. We're all fucked. We also got some announcement that there is going to be DLC, 6 characters for the first season. A lot of you do not know me, but I absolutely detest this practice of announcing DLC before a game is fully released, but that is just the way fighting games go now, so unfortunately I gotta roll with the punches there. Terry is getting his Gauro costume, which is fucking hype. I wanted him to have this in Smash. I was really sad when he didn't, so seeing it make its return after like 20 years is awesome. And Leona is getting her own costume as well, though I think making it a digital only exclusive is quite stupid. not a big fan of the practices there. And I wanted to save this topic for last because I think this is probably the most underwhelming aspect of KOF 15 is the roster size only being 39 characters. Now, if you're new to KOF, you might be saying, dude, 39 characters is a lot. What are you talking about? Guilty Gear Strive only got 15 at launch. Street Fighter V only had 16 at launch. And those are fair points. But KOF 14 had 50 at launch, and I think for the sequel to follow up with an even lesser amount is quite disappointing, and it actually puts a lot of classic characters in jeopardy of not making it into the game. We haven't seen anything of Kim, we haven't seen Mature, we haven't seen Vice, we have not seen Angel or Kula, Goro Daimon, Geese, Billy Kane. So, you know, those are 8 characters that I just stated, and there's only 7 spots left. So I think in that regard, I'm quite underwhelmed. I will make my full impressions of the full roster when it is officially announced, which will most likely just be me bitching and whining about certain characters not getting in. I'm probably not seeing Sylvie again. I'm probably not going to see Maxima. I am probably not going to see Team South America. I most likely will not see Nakaruru again in a King of Fighters game, or at least in King of Fighters 15, which is gonna suck. You know, it is what it is. I really wish the roster size was bigger considering how many assets they were reusing for 15, but you know, we'll see what the DLC has to offer. I hope Mei Lee gets in. That's really the only character I am begging and pleading to come back, so fingers crossed there. And those are my impressions. I am still pretty excited for the game. It's one of my most anticipated titles of next year for sure. I am definitely going to be playing this game a lot and most likely competitively when it does come out, so you know, keep an eye out for that. What about you guys? What do you guys think about KOF 15? Are you guys excited? Anything that underwhelms you or you kind of wish that they had? You know, it's good for discussion of the game and good to hear different opinions about it as well. So leave a comment down below, consider liking and subscribing if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys later. Thank you for watching.